to Miscrits World of Creatures. So, I have been busy. And when I say I've been busy, last time we ended the stream, all of my Miscrits had about were at or around level 22. Also, caught a few things. We have two Opigums that we did not have before, an S and an S+. I don't think we had this S rank Equestrion before. Dark Lavarilla, that's a new addition. You guys saw Dark Dreamer, Dark Shelby. Dark Hydro Seal is a new addition, because I've been training in the Mansion Attic. Because that's where you can find level 28s, which are quite good for experience. What else? No major changes here. I think you guys have seen all of the things I got last episode. Oh, right, I did get a Dark Twigum while I was training. And did I get anything else? You saw me get the Dark Tulipini last episode. You saw me get the Poltergust last episode, I think. Yeah, I should have most of the things I should have most of the Miscrits I thought. But anyways, we have an agenda. And our agenda is getting more of the map opened up to us. Namely the rest of Mount Gemma. So I thought I timed this properly so that I would have, completely filled my stamina, but I did not. So actually, hold on, let me just do this real quick, because there's a very specific order to this. So, Magicite Apprentice, next, let's battle. He is a level 26, we are a level 26. This should, in theory, be a almost fair fight. So he hits us with Dark Overwhelm, that's bad. But, we tanked it a lot better now than we did before. So, lower your foe's attacks. Okay, yeah, let's drop one Enchanted Tickle on him. And he's gonna use a... Ooh, he's gonna miss! That's big. So I'll drop 2 tickles on him. And the damage he deals is gonna drop even further. Okay, that's good. I did not buy a really strong healing potion. I was not under the impression that I would have needed it, but... maybe in hindsight, maybe I should have led with one of those. And given my team some relics. Oh, we survived! Okay, big. So it's only doing 27, and he is now at negative 40. Hit him again, he'll be at negative 50. Dark Overwhelm is bad news, as always, but we are still making the damage rolls a little lower. So, hit him with another tickle, he should be getting down quicker. Okay. Dark Overwhelm is kind of a big problem, because it rolls many times. But each time, the rolls are getting lower. So I'm sorry for sacrificing 2 of my Miscrits, but this has actually put us in a good-ish position. So... we could keep lowering his attack. Or... we could start dropping Feeblers on him. Which... may kind of be our best bet. Although we could try and get his attack to, do 1 or 2 damage per hit. It's just that we have a far smaller, attack reduction tied to us. Can do is... Okay, it's gotten to the point where Dark Overwhelm is doing 2s and 1s. Let's see if we can get Dark Overwhelm to just do 1. Dark Landslide hits for 9. Okay. Dark Overwhelm hits for several times 1. And I think 1 more and his... oh, no. Then he must have 127? I'm not really sure. But we need to get him to super weak. Alternatively, we just start dropping Feeblers on him. Because he doesn't have a team. He can't switch out. We're using the power of friendship and debuffs. What did he just try to do to me? Dark Overwhelm no longer has any effect. That's amazing. This guy's attack is... this guy's defense is going into the negatives. If we can just get him to like negative 100 defense, and then we can get ourselves to like 150 plus attack. Oh, can't go lower. Well, I can make my attack stat go higher. It's called we do a little trolling. Wait. Hold on. Sorry, I have to answer a question someone sent me. Um Okay, never mind. That can wait. Uh 19 136. Let's just get it to like 150 maybe. And then just, yeah, tear that guy's head off. Do like 10 times his health bar and damage. Why not? Okay, that was not a good amount of XP to give us, but whatevs. Okay, next area. And Static Cat we have, Breezy Cheeks we have, Aria we don't have, Jelly Shock we don't have, Croaky, Thundercracker, Vexel. Foil Vexel is gonna have to be its own hunt. Dark Augur, Foil Luna, Dark Vexel, or Dark Vexy, Fiender, and Gog. Okay. Well, we do have... I guess we do have quite a few things for us to catch, but... I think for now... we can just go see what's up. And alternatively... Oh, so Abdullah's been online and he's caught about 8 things since last time. But I am here thinking... I'm here wondering. Wondering if it's at all possible for me to try the next area boss. Maybe we'll need to be level 30 for that. Maybe level 30. That all depends. But basically, this area, I think I've caught all the commons, right? Yeah, I've caught all the commons. I just don't have a Dark Luna or a Foil Killer Ray. I don't have a regular Luna either, or an Octavio, but that's... those are things that are day exclusives. We can hunt them on some different day. Today's a wait, no. Oh yeah, today's a Saturday. It's not past midnight yet. But yeah. Can just go around this new area. Oh, just check the... ooh, wow. Wow, we are high up. Hello, Gemma Explorer. What can I find here? Thundercracker. We found... overlooking the left cliff on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday. Try looking between the small cactus and the dead tree. Okay, small cactus and dead tree. Next up, Gog. Can be found on a particularly dark and large rock near the left of the bridge on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Anything else? Dark Augur can be found around Glowing Cactus on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Oh, hey, that's today. Watch yourself, though. They're known to spontaneously explode. Okay. Foil Luna can be found on a rock with crystals hiding behind the Cave of Mist. They're pretty tricky to find. See anything else? Foil Vexy can be found on the crystal on the far left corner of the area. They're tough but worth the wait. Thank you. Forest Explorer, you're a real one. This is where Foil Vexy is found. I can't wait until Flu, or Elf Flu, has a higher damage melee attack. Because his melee massively outstrips his elemental damage. Ta-da! Okay. Now rank 75, we'll be keeping that. What is my next, Okay, when I hit 100, I'm probably picking up Searcher, and I am halfway between this rank and the next one, so that's good. Wait a sec, I think I did do something. Hold on real quick. Let me just check my Miscrits. No, sorry, I thought I had trained my, Seal Dueler to the level before it evolves. I was planning on doing that, but I forgot. I forgore. Glowing crystal. A glowing cactus. That sounds... That looks like a glowing cactus. And, you know what? You know what? Let's get cocky. Worded handsomely. Let's battle. Okay, if this is a big jump... Oh! It's a 3-level jump. Okay, he's hitting for like 7 each time. But I don't think Dark Overwhelm is the type of move he can spam that much. So Enchanted Tickle... 41. Quite a bit of damage. Okay. Let's hope we have what we need. Oh, okay. Lucky. We got lucky. We can get him lower. We can survive maybe another 2 hits of that magnitude. 2 hits of that magnitude as well. We can survive this. We can survive this. Yes! Okay. Okay. That took us out. No worries. I really should have enchanted Unbreakable before this. Okay. Going to use Feebler. Dark Tempest is going to do 21. Can we get him to, like, negative... like, 50, maybe? That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. It hits a lot of times. Very bad. Okay. He's still out DPSing our heal. Can we live? Okay, no shit. We came pretty close on that one. So I have a team of 26s. I think if I brought a... I think if I brought a potion of... that'll heal 100 points into that battle, Waddles or Fire Prick could have made the difference. I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that. But I think the difference could have been made, so... The strongest heal that my Miscrits can currently use is... Oh, this requires 35. Let's see. Oh, they're not 30 yet. So the best I can do is these. And I can also get an Epic Fortify. Oh wait, no, I can get Epic Heals. And an Epic Fortify would not be bad. Okay. So I'm thinking, actually, if Waduler has a little bit less health. But what he does have is... Hold on. 80, 84, 77, 62. Okay. So maybe what should be done is Waduler switches with Elflu. Waduler starts doing his tickles, and hopefully Elflu's much higher health stat lets him... Oh well, no. Slightly higher health stat and fractionally higher health stat and fractionally higher defenses give him a few more turns of longevity. If we do that, I think we could manage, honestly. Alright, General. I'm gonna kick your ass, and then I'm gonna kick the ass of the next person in line, and then I'm gonna go kick the Elementum's ass. Although I might not do it all in one stream. I make no promises. Dark Tempest, minus 56. Tickle. Hey Ray, welcome back to the stream. Ooh, that hit hard. That hit hard as hell. Okay. Okay. Waduler is down. We expected Waduler to go down. Tickle. That's okay, okay. We are already reaping the bonuses. So, hit him with another one of those. Dark Gem Strike, minus 36. We can survive one more of whatever he throws at us. Unless this Dark Overwhelm consistently rolls really good. Oh my god. That put my balls in my throat. Epic Heal. Jesus Christ. And then, let's see. We've used our Epic Heal. Can we use a Massive Heal? Okay. Okay. And then next, one more Tickle. One more Tickle. And he's at negative 70. Which was better than he was in the last fight. Next up. Feebler. Oh shit! Sorry, I meant Shy Smile. I should have hit Shy Smile. Whoops. Okay, 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 okay. Don't worry. As long as I can make his attacks do less than 5 damage, my Lemur can consistently recover through them. Me and my goofy-ass Lemur. Okay. Okay, that big. The only reason we're gonna win this is gonna be luck, by the way. Okay, now, main problem here is getting nailed by his, He's getting nailed by his Dark Overwhelm. So first we're gonna drop an Epic Fortify, and then if we have an Epic... Yeah, this... Honestly, it's luck and potion spamming. Okay, drop an Epic Fortify. Okay, big. Actually big. I really should have enchanted Unbreakable before I came in, but... Uh-oh, who cares? Unbreakable one more time. I don't have any more pivots, so... It's gonna have to be this Lemur. This Lemur's gonna have to clutch it up for me. Minus 8. Come on, come on. We need to hit a specific threshold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need to get to the point where Dark Overwhelm does nothing. And his ground type move does less than 5. We are getting close. We are actually approaching the threshold. This is big. If there's a cap to physical defense, we should aim to hit that. If not... Okay, it now does 5. Can we get it to go lower than 5? Okay, so some of his low rolls. Does Trima have the heal move? Trima does in fact have Bloom. And I just saw his attack do 4 damage. I'm sorry, Magicite General, you're gonna die a death of 1,000 blooms. Oh shit, never mind. He is still hitting us for a little bit. He is still hitting us with a... Some of his Dark Overwhelms are breaking through the plus 149, which is a problem. Okay, what is the highest potion level we have left? We've used all of our strongest potions. This is gonna come down to the wire. This is actually going to come down to the wire. Six. Oh god, 40. 38. It's gone to the point where using a minor heal in a fight with a level 29. The classic Miscrit strategy of throwing money at the problem. Also, I think it bears mentioning that this is a really buff old guy, while I am blooming him to death. This is a really buff old guy. I don't know how old he is. I'm assuming by virtue of him being a general, he's quite old. Like, he has military tenure, but holy shit, he's got huge arms. Oh yeah, spamming defenses and lowering attack. Yeah, that is the strategy. But also throwing money at the problem. Because if I didn't have potions, I wouldn't have gone this far. Okay, that's big, that's big. Our health has basically been stable. I wonder how well this strategy is gonna work against the later bosses. Like if I have to fight Apollo Nox this way. Oh, damn. Okay, we've beat 2 Magicite bosses in a row, which is nice. What's in the third area? What's in Mount Gemma Peak? Craggy, Monkey, Fangly. Hold on, let me turn up my game volume a little bit. There's no Apollo Nox yet, damn it. Felis, Foil Fossilia, Peakly. Oh, okay, that sounds cool. Whatever Fossilia is, I want it. Foil Fossilia more than the regular one. Dark Poltergust, Fossilia, Gemix. And then, I'm assuming if I keep walking, I'm gonna find the next area boss. Yep, oh my god. Oh my god, that is a bad bitch. Try for Dark Poltergust, just a couple of tries? Okay. I was gonna say... I am... wait, what? It would be much better for you to simply join up with us, you know. I'm gonna say this. Generals outrank commanders, so I just beat her commanding officer and now she wants to... Oh yes, we're always looking for new recruits to support our cause. I think you could find some success as a Magicite. Hell yeah! I wanna be a Magicite. I wanna enslave Miscrits and fucking turn them into fossil fuel, or like fossil energy. I wish there was a second dialogue option here. Really thought you could say that, blah blah blah. Okay, maybe commander is her appointment. At which point, a commander appointment beats a general in terms of rank. The same way if you had like a group of generals, at like regimental level, you could have a officer commanding and he'd technically be the commander, but I mean, I'll be back. Yeah, I'm not taking her on with half a team. But anyways, I have always wanted to see if I can slide down this thing. Let's go! I can slide down it! Although I wish the landslide made me move a little quicker. It's weird that my run speed is faster than, you know, naturally falling. But here's the thing, okay? I'm a cocky piece of shit. I beat one boss that I wasn't sure if I was gonna beat, and then I beat a second boss who I was absolutely sure I wasn't gonna beat. Now there's a third boss in my way, and I'm kind of curious if I can beat her without doing any further prep. Now, this is probably a terrible idea. This is probably an awful idea. But, hear me out. A lot of my Miscrits don't have equipped relics. None of them are level 30 yet, but We can afford to buy a couple more epic heals. And a couple more massive heals, honestly. And I'm gonna say, with 175 platinum, some relics are not out of the question. And I definitely need to upgrade Unbreakable. Hold on. Trimothy, Unbreakable, upgrade that. Anything else that needs an upgrade? Not really. Elemental Attack. Blessed Pollen. Blessed Pollen is a good balanced relic, but I have their level 20 slots open, so ooh. Sleep immunity, confuse immunity. Those are good. Max health, physical defense plus 10. Holy shit. Max health plus 2, speed plus 10. Elemental attack plus 6, max health plus 6. Flowers of Despair. Max health physical attack, emerald scales. Is Fizz attack Fizz D? I have Opigum S+. That crit is pretty good. Also, Pillblaze is good. Huh. Well, do I have something to show you? I have an S+ Opigum and an S+ Pillblaze. I've just been doing so much grinding that I've caught a bunch of S+'s. But yeah, Elemental attack plus 2, max health plus 4, speed plus 6, max health plus 10, speed plus 2. Elemental attack, elemental defense. Elemental attack, physical defense, speed. Elemental D, physical. Ooh! Actually, getting a frozen clause for whoever I'm using, like, whoever ends up tanking is gonna be a good idea. Forging Hammer. Okay, it takes away from my elemental defense and my physical defense, but it gives me extra Fizz elemental and max health. Beanstalk. Elemental D, max health. Elemental D plus ooh! Damn, I wish I had the gems. I wish I had the fragments for that. I wish I had the level for this. Oh my god. Elemental attack, elemental D, Fizz D. What? Oh my god. This Magicite staff would go fucking insane on my Lemur. If I put that on my Lemur, I think I could solo some of the weaker Magicites. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Damn. Some crazy, crazy things that you can afford later in the game. But I'm gonna say I'm going to try and save my platinum. Because what if I save another, what, 75 platinum, I can gain the ability to heal from anywhere. And honestly, we have just unlocked a new area. So I think I'm gonna go searching around the new area before I go challenge the redhead. Before I go fight, Magicite Sansa Stark. Who else is... What other gingers are there? Before I go fight Magicite Raggedy Ann. Oh yeah, I don't think she... No, you know what? She's too fine to be called Raggedy Ann. Yeah, nope, 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 nope. Don't want to fight you yet. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. I'll be back. What can I find in this area? Maybe I should work from the... Fight her? I'm gonna get absolutely molested, but you know what? Fuck it. Fuck it, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, assuming the same trend holds true, she's going to be a level 32 with about 320 something health. But if I get very lucky with my rolls and she uses really inaccurate moves, I called it. I called that shit. Oh my god. Damn. Tickle, tickle. But she's so bad, though. She's so bad. Tickle, tickle. Oh my god. Fuck. She has her own buff. Yeah, I can't tickle her too much because when she falls below a certain threshold, she'll use Rile. Although maybe if she can't raise her accuracy any further, her AI is gonna make her think that she cannot in fact. Uh-oh. Huh. You know what? Fuck it. It cost me the same amount of valor. It cost me the same amount of valor to heal a whole team compared to one team member, so that's not how that works. Damn it. Well, I don't suppose I can raise my defenses to a point where better get raising those defenses really quickly. You know what I need? I need Azteco and Fortify to be in the game already. This is gonna be one of those death of 1,000 cuts fights. Nope. Not a chance. Not a fucking chance. I didn't even do anything to her. Well now. She's a level 32. Dark Pronja has a move similar to Fortify. Oh wait, as in it boosts both and it heals? I must have a higher. Oh yeah, I got an S Dark Pronja. Smack, Sleep, Claw, Overwater? Defense plus 12 and heal to. Oh my god. Fortitude Rejuvenation. Waduler, I am sorry. You were a good team member. You really were. You've done nothing wrong. In my opinion, there's nothing you have done wrong. Your tickle has been amazing. We have felled multiple bosses with it. But right now, Daddy needs to be a scumbag. He needs to be a real scumbag. Okay, here's the question. Hunt for an S plus Dark Pronja. It's that rejuvenation one. Okay. The question is, hunt for a S plus Dark Pronja, or settle for a regular Pronja? What's up? You know what? Fuck it. It naturally leans towards physical defense, right? That's what I'm getting from this, from just looking at it. Oh, you know what? I can just check. Why did I do that? Three in each. Okay, so moderately high defenses. Can I compare that to Waduler? It's got it's got it's 2 and 4. Hmm. So they are of similar defensive abilities, but here's my question. Fintor, or when it evolves into a like Quacken, does it have? No, I don't think yeah, I think Debilitate is just the standard debuff, right? Debilitate, it's the lowest defense. Not gonna help us that much in the boss rooms. So with that, what I should be doing is I should be starting to level Pronja. And I can honestly go to Mount Gemma and start hunting things that I don't already have. But you know what? Actually, I'm gonna put Elflu on my team as backup. He's just extra muscle in case my lemur gets killed. And we have some commons to hunt. So we're at 75 at the moment. I don't think we can reach a point where we have like 100 just on the commons, but I think it's worth a shot. How many commons remain in Area 2? We don't have Area, we don't have Croaky, we don't have... Thundercracker's a 4.5% encounter, we can probably try for him. We don't have a Vexel, and yeah, those are the main ones. So yeah, time to get hunting. Amazing. I don't care if this area is like an F rank. I don't need it to be high rank because I'm probably never using one. Unless you tell me that area is like the modern Azteco. Unless you sit here and tell me that area has the potential to be the Azteco of this meta. Oh, that's really bad. Dark Pronja also has last skill 25 plus damage and defense. And what? Oh my god. I don't care about the cooldown. I'm not using it in a PvP arena. That's sick. This is gonna be a bit of a grind session. I've also come to the realization that I don't know. I don't really know when. Um. I don't really know at what threshold he gains that move. But honestly, if it's just the two of us, XP farming should go decently easily. Oh my god, 2-turn cooldown? Oh fuck. The 2-turn cooldown applies to regular play. Okay. That may be an issue. Who am I kidding? That's gonna be a huge issue. Hmm. Okay, to my way of thinking, to challenge her, I should have a team that is approximately level 32. We got lucky with the last one because of item use, but I'm not sure what the plan is moving forward. Oh, there we go. That's something I don't have. I can probably tank another. One. Okay, one more. But it's still good. In 2 turns, you deal lots of damage, get plus 24 defense, heal. Only 1 turn will be wasted on using a different skill, but he also has that skill that's plus 7 defense. I was gonna say, for Dark Pronja, what I could probably do is I can do his last skill, and then I can do... I'm assuming Dark Clamp is the one that boosts the defense. I can stagger them. I can do Dark Clamp, Fortitude regen, Dark Clamp, Fortitude regen. Oh wait, it's a 2-turn. Never mind. Then I can basically use that time to make sure that I have Overwater and Acid Rain up on any enemies that I'm fighting. Because if I'm switching between two that have a 2-turn cooldown, plus I haven't negated elemental weaknesses, plus I haven't dropped Acid Rain, I'm thinking Dark Pronja can be made to work as a tank. You are not the ground type I need. But yeah, it will be crazy to see. Dark Clam, Fortitude, Toughen Up. You know what? Yeah, that shit might just be the strat. But before that, before I switch him into fight the Magicite enemy, I may need to have the Magicite enemy... Oh shit, I was gonna say, I may need to lower its attack as much as I can. But, I don't know if I can do that against her, because she has Dark Rile. Which means as soon as she feels like she can just, like, yeah, no, I'm not debuffed, you're debuffed. Well, no, it doesn't debuff us, it's more like, you thought I was debuffed. Also, I'm definitely gonna have to train my team up to level 32. Do it only once, then debuff defense once. Just rest and defend yourself. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a sensible sounding strategy. I like how I've basically remained platinum neutral, even though I'm trying to level up my team. Or trying to level up a new team member, rather. I'm gonna have to get them all to like 32, by the way. Or at the very least, I'll get them to 30 and I'll try again. But I'm not super optimistic. Yeah, not tremendously optimistic. Oh, there we go. Can survive a third, right? Yeah. Trima has a 100-turn poison move at level 28. Oh my god. What the fuck? You know they... 100-turn poison move? I think people have been sentenced to death by the Geneva Convention. Sorry, I think people have been sentenced to death by the Nuremberg trials for doing less than that. What the actual fuck? What the actual fucking fuck? 100 turns of poison? If I'm involved in any fight that goes for 100 turns, I'm losing my shit. I haven't caught Thundercracker. And it's a blue rare, which only means it's a 4.5% encounter rate. But, well, I will be doing some killing here, but I'll also be doing some killing up ahead. His last move paralyzes foes so they can't switch miscrits. Somebody who coded this thing into the game really loved the stall meta in Pokemon. Spark Slug, Craggy, Owly, Polyfog, Felis, Augur. Okay. And then there's a few others. Ooh, Eggy! I remember Eggy from old Miscrits. He becomes a dinosaur. I fucking love that dude. Okay, but yeah, we're hunting the commons that are available in this next area. Because at this point, even capturing them gives us a decent amount of XP. I mean, I will need to get Pronja to, like, the second evolution and then have him fight some enemies by himself. Because that's the fastest way to power level. But holy shit. Dark Pronja may be the move. Oh, but I just realized, I had a team member named after my buddy Abdullah. And I took that off the team. So, what we are gonna have to do is we're going after... Yeah, Dark Pronja does fuck. We're just gonna have to call him Prawn Dueler. And the only person who will really understand the context of that joke is my friend Abdullah. Dark Abdul. that just sounds that just sounds like you describing your black friend to me, and I'm like, yeah, I never met the guy. Give me some descriptors. Give me an adjective that I will know this man by. I'm sorry, but when I saw the word hard jab, I read that as hand job, and I was really worried about what they were adding to the game. I mean, don't get me wrong, hand jobs are nice, but they require consent, and I don't think either of my miscrits have agreed yet. Okay. You know what, we can kill you for XP. You think if I cut this thing with shears, I would get rock wool? Oh my god, that's probably the fucking pun they were going for. Rock wool. But yeah, Craggy I remember from old Miscrits. I also remember the frog. The hold on, where is it? I remember Croaky evolving into like a gem, a frog that's got a mouthful of gems. It's like, what? That is some crazy high elemental attack. What the fuck? What the fuck? Low health, low defense, low physical, but holy shit. I do not want to know what Gem Smash hits like. But yeah, to answer your question, can Miscrits consent? I mean, I'm assuming they can consent with each other. Oh, thanks, Ray. I, good luck with work. I was gonna say, I think Miscrits can consent with other Miscrits. And since you can breed almost any Miscrit with each other, I mean, they can consent. Now, if a human wanted to fuck a Miscrit, I think something would be amiss. But that being said, the Miscrit world is full of really attractive women. First, there's, you know, carpet matches the drapes over here. And then back in town, there's, Brash, who is the Miscrit breeder. And she is a baddie! She is a baddie! And, but I... Oh, we do a little trolling. It's called We Do a Little Trolling. I was gonna say, like, I hope they can consent. And one new encounter. Just get him. Oh, wow! That is a lot of damage. Well, I mean, no, that's a lot of hits. I'm guessing it works like the Pokemon move, Bullet Seed? Or like Rock. There's a Rock type move that hits multiple times. But yeah, that was a surprising amount of damage for him to do to someone of my elemental defense. Oh. Oh, I thought I'd be able to sneak up to the mountaintop without her seeing me. Now, what is... Yeah. Hey, Gemma, what is this? Gemma Explorer, what is this? What can I find here? What am I looking for? Eggy! Can be found on the tree to the right of the mudslide on Monday, Thursday, Sunday. Don't underestimate their stature. They grow up to be real beasts. Dark Jelly Shot can be found small green glowing bush on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's today and tomorrow. They're a radioactive bunch though, be careful. See anything else? Bolt Z? Bolt Z can be found monkeying around a very tall rock between two small dead bushes on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Anything else? Foil Thundercracker. This is one of those, like, incredibly rare ones, right? It's an exotic, so it's a 0.74% encounter. So those ones I'm gonna have to farm, like, off camera. I'm gonna just pull out a notebook and be like, okay, I did 100 encounters and then I found this many things, stuff like that. Foil Visp. We found here a small crystal overlooking the right side cliff. I heard it's incredible for hunting. See anything else? Foil Croaky. Found by an enormous crystal. Good luck finding it though. I'm not sure if it even exists. Why? Must have taken this hike over 800 days in a row. I check that crystal every time, yet I've never seen one myself. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Can I enter the shack? No? What? He means he's checked the crystal, right? Not that he's looked for it. Because if he hasn't traveled this distance, you know what? He probably meant he's checked the crystal. Okay. And he also means this one. This one also has cool stuff in it, allegedly. Ah! Oh my god. Is that a multi-miscrit encounter? Holy shit, I've never seen that before. They did not have this in the old game. Wait, it's a legendary, not an exotic? Wait, no. Legendaries are 0.24 when you have the perk that doubles their spawn rate. Legendaries are 0.12 at the normal catch rates. They had multi-battles in the old game? Did I just stop playing too early? Yeah, for me it's 0.12, but which is why I'm gonna not hunt any legendaries until I get that fucking perk. No, it's blowing me. No. Miscrits can't say yes. I mean, actually, they might be able to. Okay, I think we've established the fact that miscrits can consent with each other, just not me. You know, so if I wanted to... Hold on. If I wanted to have sex with... Hold on, I'm looking through... You found Dark Poltergust with 0.12? Jesus Christ. Within 10 minutes of searching, I think you might have burned all your luck for that week, but anyways, I was, okay. If I wanted to have sex with, Kricken, I don't think that would be kosher. I was just pulling out a random example. None of them... Honestly, you know what? Markiplier once did a video that was like the most fuckable Pokemon. I think it'd be fun to do a most fuckable Miscrits. Like, I go through the entire Miscrit decks and I'm like, Smash, would not, would not, Raw. Let's start with Aria. It's basically a sheep, and some people are sheep fuckers. I would put it on would not smash with the caveat of, like, give me, like, 5 years of desperation. If I spend 5 years alone on an island and I see this thing, maybe. Maybe. I would feel disgusted with myself, but maybe. Oh! That's something I haven't encountered before. Final level... What? What? Hold on. I need to look this up. I need to look this up and see if you're screwing with me. Aria Miscrits. Its final evolution is like a fucking wind giraffe with a purple thing on its head. I'm sorry, but I'm not having sex with one of those. At that point, I'd rather fuck a dude. If I wanted to catch this thing for my team, I'd call it Feliz Navidad. I can probably tank another bloom. And one for the book. Hooray. We'll keep that. Honestly, we're keeping all of them, and the main reason for that is because the Miscrit trainer is sometimes like, hey, do you have this Miscrit? And instead of going out to catch it, I'll be like, oh, yeah, I already have it in stock. Unfollows for not fucking Aria? What? Okay, I'm not a miscrit fucker, I guess. I ain't got that dog in me. We've already encountered Augur, right? Yeah. I feel like Augur was not in old Miscrits, though. I look at it and it does not feel like an old Miscrits design. Plus, old Miscrits have the same, their outline is just a darker color of whatever body part is being outlined. This thing has a black outline. I feel like this was either a newer addition to old Miscrits, or this is new to the 2025 version. Because, or it was like, it was added in like later into the game than World of Creatures. Or, well, World of Adventure is what I remember. Then I think it became Volcano Island, and then it became, well, I'm not sure. I remember that Volcano Island was the second expansion they added, and then they added Aerobia, and then I kind of forgot because I was uh outgrowing Miscrits. But now that I'm now that I've been Orca was in the old game. Damn, that means that when I played the old game, I did not explore as much as I should have. I wasn't doing a completionist run. I was doing a fight all the bosses run. That's like playing Pokemon and not catching them all. Just crazy. Crazy to me. I tell you what, if I can get my Lima to 29 and evolve it to its final evolution, I think we can switch out who we're using to train with, and that will make it a little bit. Will make it. Will get us a little bit closer to being able to fight the Magicite lady. Then Prawn Dueler. Let's go. I just want to see those both of those defense stats climb. Why not? Yay, new relic slot and a new evolution. Amazing. Honestly, if we can get it to 20 in this episode, that'd be great. Or at least get it to its second evolution. I'm not gonna be overly optimistic and say, let's get it to level 30. Because I don't have a level 30 on my team. But I think progress can be made. And there's one really good way to make progress, which is to go back to the starting area with... Actually, you know what? Why don't I do that? Once I get him to like level 15 or something, why don't I go back to the starting area, have him as the lone member on my team, and just start farming my way through all the fire types I encounter. I can individually get them all to a decently high level. Plus, the good thing about Miscrits is that when you are in the wild areas, it's not like this wild area is this level. So, also, yeah, I need Trimothy. I do need Trimothy. So I should be leveling them all. But here's the thing, when I put all four on my team, the amount of health they get from winning each battle is enough, or is a low enough amount. As long as it's below 20 XP points, my perk doesn't proc. My scholarly perk doesn't proc. And soon enough, I'm gonna have enough money to purchase this, and then after that, I'm buying this and this. I'm basically gonna buy every single perk that I can afford. So that the grind becomes faster. But anyways, let me just take this off my team. We are going to the Miscrit Woods, or we're going to Sunfall Woods. And we're just gonna avoid this fight. So it is technically better if we're doing like we're split down the middle. And we are training in Mount Gemma. Except I am gonna have to This is not going well. I am gonna have to do this eventually, and I figure no better time than now. So as to not create this, like, massive difference in our team's levels. Yeah. Dark Her Metal Crab does in fact fuck. So it's gaining less, but this is less, but we are fighting level 10s. By the time her Metal Crab can, start taking on stronger things by itself, we'll be Gucci. Honestly, I may just train our way through the forest. Oh yay, a speed stat increase. Really needed that. I was gonna say, are there any areas where there's a Miscrit that just needs a massive number of encounters, but I haven't found them yet? Dark Flu can't be found today. I have Mama, I don't have Defilio, but I think it wouldn't make sense to go to an area where everything can kick my ass. And then get my ass kicked consistently. Although, you know what? Let's be for real. El Flu is probably staying on my team. And with him, we are still probably doing decent numbers until we reach a point where we can until we reach the point in the game where we can, I guess, not bother about, well, okay, when these things levels are equal to this thing's level. In the meantime, I'm basically going to be running between the same three things, looking out for any Miscrits that are in S rank. Okay, maybe the same four things. Looking for any Miscrits that are 1 in S rank, or 2 are one of the epic encounters. But here's the thing. I have done these two about 135 plus times. 135 times plus about 60. I still have not come away from it with more than a B-ranked Mama. And that's only like one exotic. Okay, so 25 is par for the course. It's basically what we'd expect from solo training. So I will probably be doing this strat for a little bit. Best part about this strat is that using Elflu as my lead means that even if we encounter fire types, we can just bash them to death. Like, we are consistently winning with very little time investiture. Which means more encounters, which means hopefully a chance to get Defilio this stream. God willing. I can't tell you how many things in this area I've seen. How many wicks, how many Elefaunas, how many Snortuses. What level he learns Fortitude Rejuvenation? That's probably like 30 something. But hey, For what it's worth, we're probably gonna be 30-something when we're fighting Miscrit Lady. Evil Mount Gemma Miscrit Lady. That's what I'm just gonna start calling her from now on. That or Raggedy Ann. Or Carrot Top. You know what? I don't think she'd like being called Carrot Top. Evil Sexy Redhead Lady. You know what? Valid. I'm just a little disappointed I wasn't able to steamroll 3 of the Miscrit bosses, or 3 of the Magicite bosses. Because I steamrolled the first guy and then I steamrolled the second guy with a little bit of help. With a little bit of narcotic assistance. And I was just a little disappointed I wasn't able to steamroll 3 of them in a row. But I mean, fuck it, it doesn't matter. You know what? I'm here thinking about it, and part of me is like, if I'm gonna be here wasting a bunch of encounters, maybe I should be looking for a Blighted Flu. And then I'll get a little bit more XP from killing Twigums and Flurfies. And I think it's worth giving a try. It's just that this place, where we intend to farm the exotics, are so close to each other. They're like they're like neighbors. Whereas if you are hunting the Blighted Flu and Blighted Flower Pillar, you are running from this radioactive rock to effectively the other corner of the map. Let me show you the run. Instead of it being 2 things that are close enough together that it's a small issue, I was holding my breath a little in case I saw like a Blighted Flu, at which point I would have like jumped out of my fucking desk. I've like jumped over my desk. The run is this long. So granted, the things here will probably give me a little bit more experience, but still a long-ass run. Blighted Flower Pillar, please? Nope. In the mansion, there's a location with legendary and exotics that are literally a click away from each other. Ooh! Do you mean the Papa statue and the other statue? Sorry, the Papa painting? Because I've seen that. And I'm realizing here that they don't actually give me all that much XP. So, you know what? Fuck it. The mansion is filled with level 28s. I'm a level 26. I am thinking... I'm thinking the mansion ceiling is a decent place to train. At the very least, as long as I'm splitting the experience 2 ways, this should make sense, right? Should be fair. You know what? If I can consistently win against the things in the ceiling or in the attic, we'll be hitting that place up. But yeah, this is the Papa portrait and this is the table. Just this once, I'd like to click on... Oh, wait, no. This Spark Spec is an S rank. This Spark Spec is definitely an S rank. The small picture next to it. Ah. Wait, the small table next to the pic... Okay. S rank. Oh, that's where you find an exotic. Huh. Okay, okay. Get off my team. You're an S rank, but I don't need you at the moment. And then there's also like a blue rare in here. Legend. Oh shit. So wait, there's a legendary and an exotic within 2 bits of each other. Like there's Papa here, and then there's an exotic in there. That's pretty baller. Now we're getting roughly the same experience here, But if we go up and kill pestlings, pestlings are the only ones that we can kill quite easily. Um, Occult might be a bit hard to hunt. Maybe I should have my lemur equipped so that, you know, so that all the water types like Hydro Seal get killed easily. Hmm. Then again, I am just fishing for the easy kills. Because anything that can outdamage my Bloom's ability to heal me is gonna be a bit of a pain in the ass to deal with. Although, if I see one of these things and it's like an S rank, I might jump on it. But yeah, if it's just things like Pestling, I could just do this. Long as my attacks hit, I guess. This would go a lot faster if I found a Hydro Seal or a Dark Hydro Seal. Hmm, okay. Yeah, that's a very satisfying rate. Plus 37. You know what? Fuck it. I might as well just kill everything, because everything here is, like, equally weak. Oh, sorry, equally strong. I mean, they're equally strong, but strength is relative. I'm an introduced species. I'm an invasive species. Definitely taking that. It's weird that we haven't encountered any Dark Hydro Seals. I feel like, or any Hydro Seals in general, but yeah, I feel like they're way easier to hunt. Because, two shot. They're two shot and you probably come out of the fight with them with more health. Like, this was a net gain of 4 hit points. And one further upside is that I am earning quite a bit of gold while I'm doing this. You know what? This might be my go-to farming spot. Especially because there's an exotic here that I don't have yet. Huh. Freak Out is a pretty good ability. Oh, it's another thing with a move that heals itself. Cool Breeze. Okay, that restores plus 10 health. I don't... I can't wait to see what it does when enchanted, but... Maybe getting a Visp on my team is not a bad idea, but there's like a stronger version of Visp, right? A foil Visp. If I do need a wind type for anything, it will probably be that. Sorry, or if I do want any wind type on my team, it will probably be that one. Hey, Dark Hydro Seal. But it's not one of the really good ones, so... I mean, I guess I can still catch it, because it is a blue. But I mean... 26 isn't good, I don't think it's good. I've encountered 21s. This thing's probably like a C-ish? C or C plus. Yeah, C plus. Sorry. Only space for one Dark Miscrit on my team. And if I meet any of your kind and they're not good, I'm killing them. And Bludger. Bludger has way too much health to make killing it worthwhile. Plus, it's got both tickle and a defense buff. That sounded very racist. What, Bludger? Sorry, should I say Bludger? Oh no, about the two dark water types on my team. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we don't need we don't need that many dark miscrits. Listen, okay? Dark Pronja is our affirmative action hire. We don't need more of them. Uh, it's a good thing my streams don't have that many viewers. I feel like a lot of people would call me out on saying shit like that. If I see any other from your race, oh my god, did I say that? Whoops. That must have been some Freudian slip. My inner, like, evil psychology was just like, hey, say something offensive, say something unkind. That pisses me off. Being like 2 points from what we need. It makes me want to just add a bunch of other miscrits to the team, so that we don't waste however much XP he will exceed his level cap by. You know what? I don't think I'd mind having a foil Visp on my team. It's gone to the point where my platinum balance has gone down because of all the Because of all the fucking spending I've done on these level ups. Soon enough, I'm gonna be in platinum debt. The game is gonna force me to buy platinum. Well, Visp is one of the most broken Miscrits in the entire game. I didn't know that, honestly. I just knew that it was an upgraded version of Visp, and that Visp has a move that heals itself. And also, Visp is really good because it's got Lightning Rod. It can get rid of its weakness to lightning with one move. But yeah, if Foil Visp is really broken, then I may need to add him to my final team to kill Apollo Nox. Because honestly, the only team member that I think will be permanent will be whenever I can get my hands on Azteco. Like if the Jungle Island or if the Volcano Island DLC drops soon. If I can get my hands on Azteco, that is the only confirmed team member. Nothing else is 100% guaranteed. Except Azteco. You know why? Because I fucking love him. He's a giant lizard covered in tribal body paint with a macquiatal tail. That shit goes so crazy hard. I fucking love the genre of sword that is just like it's a wooden board with sharp things stuck inside it. The ones I'm thinking of are the Mesoamerican Macquiatal. It's like a wooden paddle with obsidian flakes like wedged inside it, and then fastened with like fiber and tar. And the other one is the Pacific Islander sword, where it's like a wooden plank, and because you don't have metallurgy in the Pacific Islands, or you didn't have metallurgy at that point in time, so they used the teeth of sharks, and then they affixed it with tar or like some sort of adhesive to the blade. So you're swinging at someone, and you're using the serrated teeth of a shark as your cutting edge. Some of them used seashells, like really sharp seashells. But that design for a weapon fucks. It fucks so hard. And you know what? I want Azteco. My goat Azteco. Oh my god. Foil Visp last move. 30 damage, 100% accurate, removes enemies 12 elemental attack, steals 12 HP from enemy. Oh my god. That is so fucking overpowered. Also, I now have endless poison, which is disgusting. It is disgusting that they would give me access to that. It's disgusting that one miscrit has an unlimited a 100 turn poison, has an attack that restores 5 HP on every hit. He has Unbreakable, he has Feebler, and well, Staff Sting was only useful back when we didn't have the 100 turn poison, but holy shit. Tremor is so goated. I'm thinking Tremor may be a permanent team member. So my endgame team may look like Tremor, Dark Pronja, Azteco, and maybe Foil Visp. Oh my god, it goes by attack power. It doesn't do like a static amount of damage. That is insane. I'm not gonna lie. I think if I could get that attack off on the boss, we could manage to win. I'm not even kidding. I would just use endless poison, and then I would start spamming Unbreakable, or get to a point where, huh? Actually, you know what? You know what? That got my brain in motion. That got my little thinky. That got my little thinky running. Why not? Why would that not work? Are the bosses poison immune? I don't think they are. Use endless poison, finish it with Pronja. I don't think... I don't think Pronja is surviving a single sniff of her. She's probably like one tapping Pronja. Even if she's like dying of poison, she's still pretty deadly. Okay, but I was gonna say, should I lead with Treemer and just have him endless poison as our opening move? The dark one, the dark Pronja. Wait, did I just call him the dark one by accident? If I did, it was unintentional. That racism was purely unintentional. Hmm. Well, they would get a crazy amount of XP. Hold on. Let's just trial run the strategy. I think it would be funny if I used Endless Poison first and started DOTing her down. But actually, wait. You know what? I don't know if she has a heal. I don't know if she has a self-heal ability. Or like a poison cleanse ability. But as long as I get Endless Poison off, don't I just need to stall her to death? It's like Pokemon. I have a Toxapex and I can stall. Alright. Come here, Gingy. Time for round 3. Oh wait, no, round 2. I just need to tank whatever she throws at me first. Okay. Oh! It worked! It worked! I don't have any move that lowers her... attack stats, though. So I'm just gonna have to... Ooh, wait, fuck. Yeah, we're gonna have to play this... We're gonna have to play stall. As long as she's... There seems to be a threshold. And after that threshold is reached, she will use a buff. She will use Ryle on herself. But as long as her defenses and her attacks never fall below a certain threshold, it seems like she does not activate Ryle. I'm not sure what that tells me, but it's nature damage over time. When you debuff by 15, okay. Okay, so no, this is like just right then. Hold on. Nature damage over time. The poison is different from nature damage over time. I think. Hey, now she's poisoned twice. Ooh. I don't have a single defense raising ability. Well, fuck it, we ball. Zen Zephyr, isn't that game everyone's talking about? Zenless Zephyr 0. Zen Zephyr 0. Okay. I can't lower her attacks anymore. I don't have a move that raises my defense. I can't put her to sleep. Fuck it, punch her in the face. Punch her in the face, that'll work. That's actually a thing that happens in a book. Well, not literally, but basically Wheel of Time, really big fantasy series. And there are 13 antagonists called the Forsaken, and they're all like hundreds of years old. They all have really good experience using magic. And the main character is just a 19-year-old boy who is fumbling his way through learning magic. And he poses a question late in the books. And he's like, how do I fight an enemy if I know that she's smarter than me and that she's always multiple steps ahead? And the conclusion he comes to is that he's going to sit down, agree to play her game, and then the second she starts moving the pieces in the game, he punches her in the face as hard as he can. And he does that by picking up a statue that has the side effect of boosting his ability to use magic, and basically wiping out a castle from reality while his enemy is inside it. And that's my tactic. Okay? My tactic is punch him in the face. I can't out-strategize them. I can't outthink them. I can out-punch them. I can out-whammy them. Although we didn't... We got close. We got her down to about 2/3. But I think once Dark Pronja has access to the other ability, I think we can start cooking. I think we can start cooking with gas, gentlemen. My only problem, or my only concern, is that am I gonna have to train a new team of Miscrits every single time? Every single time I, you know, get stuck on a Magicite boss? Probably not. I can probably, like, reshuffle the strategies I use, but oh wait, hold on. So you're now against the Jews as well? Wait, no. Wait, what? I mean, I'm anti-Israel, I'm not against the Jews. Wait, are the Magicites, like, Jewish coded in the law? How does training work? Look at you, oh, right, okay, no, I remember how trainings worked. How can I train faster? If you train one Miscrit at a time, that Miscrit will gain 100%. If I train 4, each will receive 25%. Next. Ah. Oh, time to cook them with gas. Really? I thought I said now we're cooking with gas, but oh well. What are bonuses? When a Miscrit levels up, it will receive 3 bonus stat points. If you use 1 platinum during the level up, you can add additional bonus stat point. This is known as platinum training. Try clicking the arrow above the Miscrit stats. Bonus stats are exceptionally important for trainers looking to test their might in the arena. They can be a difference between a win and a loss. Rebonusing. The process is only available for Miscrits at their maximum level. It randomly shuffles all of their bonus points, potentially yielding better stats than before. If you're not happy with the blah blah blah, it will cost you 25 platinum per rebonus. Only applies to fully platinum trained Miscrits. Otherwise, it will cost an additional 3 platinum per mist level. Next. Damn. I'm gonna have to... none of this is going into my brain, by the way. I'm just gonna have to fucking... When it comes time to do PvP stuff, I'm just gonna have to, like, sit here and learn. Also, Miscrit Shop, I now have 66 gems. Can I afford anything? And save myself the effort of catching a blighted flower pillar. But oh my god, that is steep. Freedom. This is one of those American, like Independence Day Miscrits. Foil Croaky. Wow. That thing's shiny. Zaptor? Oh. I get it, like Zap and Raptor. Dog, Slithero, Foil Killer Ray, Spangles, Skelipop, Flurious. This is the Santa Miscrit. Valentine's Day Miscrit. I'm assuming Halloween and Christmas Miscrits. Fossilia! Oh, that thing looks so cool. Oh my god. Oh my god, that thing's design fucks. Light Digsy. Octavio. Huh. That looks cool. This is just a sad description. Dark Snortus lives a terribly lonely life. What the fuck? What the fuck? This Miscrit is sad. What kind of description is that? Save gems for 300 so I can get a decent legendary. You know what? That makes sense. Dorux, I can catch it. I can catch Dorux in the mansion. Light Weavern. Oh, Weavern was another thing I thought about putting onto my team. Because it's got a... It's got It's, what am I saying? It's got a... It's got a self-heal and it's got defense, so it would make a decent tank or staller. Anyways, Dark Flu. This one's description is just a darkness is creeping over the land. It's just a darkness is creeping over the land. Oh, and for ooh, if I got another 33 gems, I could get myself an even better Pronja. But I would only be gaining like one additional defense stat. Dark Flower Pillar. Kelpa? Oh, I remember this one from the Miscrit Beach. Dark Killer Ray, Dark Croaky. Goes into a terrible rage when it's awoken from a nap. Yeah, so do half the women in my life. Like, grow up. You're not special. Dark Steam Gwyn. Dark Squibby. Ribos. Wavesling. This is another beach miscrit. Light Jack. Light Flurfy. Light Slithero. Light Squibby. Light Hawkeye. That's hilarious. And then Snorkels is another beach miscrit, I think. Huh. Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to get... I'm definitely gonna need to get this, like, prawn to its second... Or to at least to level 27 or 28. Which... makes it a good thing that I have the mansion attic, or that I have access to the mansion attic. Honestly, I will also consider this a win if if it gets to level 30. Because I will probably not train him much past level 30. Wait, why did I do that instead of Bloom? Yeah, my special attack's way higher. Huzzah, one more level. But my platinum count is definitely going down. I just need to start farming those sea lions. Aw, that's cute. His poison lasts 2 turns. Meanwhile, my poison attack lasts 2 months. I really hope Apollo Nox isn't immune to poison when he's added to the game. Because it would be hilarious to just ding him with endless poison and then stall for like 94 turns. He'd probably be so mad, like so fucking mad. This is my new farming strat. I'm just gonna poison things and... Apollo Nox has 3 evolutions. Damn. Oh, right, and every time he evolves, he probably loses the active effects. Okay, so I need to hold out to poison his 3rd form. Is what I'm hearing. You know, I fought Apollo Nox before. I've only ever seen his first 2 forms. Whenever he evolves, his negative stats get reset. Ah, yikes. $24, you know what? 24 is a little bit better, but I've seen 21s that end up becoming like just an A rank, so let me just... Let's just see. You know. Yeah. Should have just killed him. Clever. I think once Pronja gets to like 22, he can start farming by himself, which will, on in terms of like per battle XP gain, will probably be slightly better. Honestly, it'd be slightly better now if we went to the right area. But I do also need to level Treemerthy. Or Treemathy. So Treemathy and Prondula are on their own like duos adventure. They're having their own buddy cop spin-off. Miscrits PD. That's Miscrits Police Department. They handle Miscrit related crimes. Not to be confused with Law and Order Miscrits SVU. That's a completely different show. But I'm gonna be real with you. I fucking love Law and Order SVU. It's always so fucked up. The episodes are always so fucked up. It's like, yeah, they ran a train on this 6-year-old and now she's got like fucking internal hemorrhaging and shit like that. But SVU is good enough that I can overlook the yuck factor and be like, yeah, I want to see these guys get thrown in jail. Fucking hang them. Hang them both. Ooh. 23 puts it at B+. I don't think we need a B+, Hydro Seal. Miscrits was wonderful back then, now it's such a pain to level up. I don't know if it's that much slower with the leveling up, honestly, Digimoose. Anyways, welcome to the stream. But it doesn't feel that much slower, you know? I mean, granted, when I was a kid, this was a huge time sink. This was like a massive amount of my life. But it does not feel like that much of a time sink increase. You could be right, though. I think if we pulled up, like, videos of old Miscrits, we would realize, like, oh yeah. Oh, it's way slower? Damn. Huh. When you guys say slower, you mean the XP gain is both slower and, like, the things are rarer, right? Because I feel like even the rarest Miscrits now are substantially rarer than they were in old Miscrits. If that makes any sense. Like 40 battles to go from level 9 to 10. Yeah. Okay, for what it's worth, what has helped me so far is to get the XP perk, the plus 5% XP perk, and then solo train so that you are above the threshold for 20 XP per battle, and then once you are over that threshold, you can get like little incremental boosts, which is why I am, instead of using my platinum for a bunch of other things, I'm endeavoring to save up for the both righteous and both perks at each level. So I'll get righteous next, and then I'll get one more copy of scholarly, then I'll get one more copy of scholarly, and then I'm gonna get searcher, but I'm also gonna get another copy of scholarly. You know, I think only one miscrit in the party gets it more XP. Yeah, if you only have one miscrit, it gets 100 EXP. Oh, sorry, it gets 100% plus whatever modifiers you have active. If you have two miscrits, it's like 50%, but then you may fall below the threshold of 20 XP points. Because I think they round down. Like, mathematically, I think they round down. So, the trick has been to solo train them. Like, go to an area that has fire, water, and nature miscrits, and then use a nature miscrit, only kill the water miscrits. And then next you switch over to a fire miscrit and you only kill the nature miscrits. Things like that. But that may only apply because I have an XP boost. So, for example, we both got 37, right? If I take Prawndular off my team, I think the number will go even higher when I kill something. Because it should be more than 37 times 2. 37 times 2 is 74. So I should, in theory, get more than 74 when I kill this Hydro Seal. If I can hit him. If I can fucking land a hit. And if he does... 3... Whatever. Whatever. I'm not complaining. But yeah, it should be more than 74. Oh no, it's exactly 74. Ah, but here's the thing. If you stock up a full team, and the amount of experience that each miscrit gets falls below the threshold of 20, you are not going to have the XP bonus proc. So, let me just quickly take this thing down. Endless Poison is really a goated ability, by the way. I can't recommend Tremor highly enough. The fact that I got an S-rank Tremor as my first Tremor is so good. It's like fucking amazing. Unfortunately, the Dark Tremor that I caught was kind of ass. Okay, yeah, see? It's a... wait, no. Hold on. Yeah, okay, it's fractionally less. Because if you do 18 times 4, you get wait, no. Okay, yeah, you get 72 instead of 74. So, the best strat, because they round up in terms of experience, the best strat has always been to minimize the number of training... the amount of moving parts. The number of moving parts. Anyways, I was gonna go and check on, yeah, Dark Tremor. My Dark Tremor is an A. Oh, granted, he also learns... he gets Photosynth, which is good. Cause it gets, it negates his weakness to fire. He also gets Endless Poison. He also gets Bloom. Oh, no problem, Digi. I'm glad to help. Wait, well, what's the difference between Dark Tremor and regular Tremor? Okay, 3 in health and speed. 4 3. Okay, so regular Tremor is tankier. And then it's 1 2 4 3 versus 2 2 4 3. Okay, so the additional health... wait, no. Hold on. Base stat total. 3, 6, 9, 11, 13, 17. Base stat total. 6, 9, 12, 16. Yeah! Yeah, Dark Tremor does have the better stats. If only it wasn't a 1.5% encounter and I caught an S. Ugh. You know what? Fuck it. I am not spending the time to farm an S-rank Dark Tremor. I know it would be better than my regular Tremor, but I have a life. I have a life, and I'm working 5 days tomorrow, so well, next week. So, if the full work week ahead of me, I'm not really sure, actually. You know, I don't work the whole day. Okay, I'll tell you what. We will put an asterisk in that, and we will say that our side quest, at the moment, is to get an S-rank Dark Tremor. So I'm gonna go to the tree, the dead tree where it spawns, every day that it's applicable, and I'm gonna do a few encounters. And if I can get a couple of really okay A pluses, and then breed them to create something that has really good stats, Tremothy might have his replacement. The difference is also in their last skill. Yeah, it's the difference between regular Tribal Terror and the other Tribal Terror, right? The wiki hasn't been helpful because it's been old Miscrits wiki. What is the difference? Is it just that the dark one is like, I don't know, evil? What does Dark Tribal Terror do? What's the difference? Let me look it up. I'm gonna look up Dark Tribal Terror and it's gonna be some weird porn film. Dark Tribal Terror. Doesn't say. Regular Tremor, 13 damage 2 times, but also paralyzes for 2 turns. Okay. That is good. That's actually kind of good. I mean, I'm not sure what paralysis does to a boss because they can't switch out, but... Dark Tremor, 28 immediate damage, damage over time, poison 2 turns. Oh my god. And it's not the same as the plant damage over time, right? Which means it can stack with... Oh my god. Oh my god. Guys, I think we may need to start hunting a Dark Tremor. For the most assholic combination I could imagine. Real question is, should I start now? Well, okay, you know what? I do have a Miscrit that could farm reliably in that area. How about we get him to level 20 and then we go farm a Dark Tremor? Depending on how much time is left. Well, I have been streaming for an hour and almost 2 hours, good lord. Oh my god, I haven't fed my cat. Oh, give me a second, everyone. I'm streaming. Still streaming. No. Still. Cat's been fed. No worries. But yeah, oh my god, is Trema available today? I know Trema was available yesterday. And worst comes to worst, it's an hour, well, it's 59 minutes to midnight. If it's a Saturday exclusive and it can't be found on Sunday, I'm willing to devote the rest of the stream to hunting that little fucker. I just need to get a couple of good A ranks and then breed them. Just breed my Tremas. You can't see it because my face cam's turned off. I'm growing out my hair, but I'm slapping my hands together in a lascivious manner. But if we just get a few good Dark Tremors, we can breed them into a really overpowered Dark Tremor. You ever say a word so many times it starts to lose all meaning in your head? Dark Tremor, Dark Tremor, Dark Tremor, Dark Tremor, Dark Tremor, Dark Tremor. It's losing all meaning in my head. But it hasn't lost meaning in my heart, and I kind of want a Dark Tremor. Also, it's got photosynth. It can lose its weakness to fire types. I can go harass fire types as well. If someone pulls out a fire type as a switch counter, I can nail them with endless poison. I can nail them with endless poison and fucking molest them with wallop. You just said bruh. Are you gonna tell me that it's like it's no longer available? I say don't rush with Dark Tremor. Get a decent level 35 team first. That is a valid concern, but I don't want to level up something that will not be on my final team, you know? Then again, I think you can, I'm pretty sure there are multiple, like, you can train multiple creatures or multiple Miscrits to level 35 plus. And my first priority is also beating the the Earth Elementum, because I do want access to the later areas in the game. Like the beach. And you have multiple teams, that's right. Wait, I do have a question. Did I get distracted and not finish catching all of the commons in Mount Gemma? I might have. I might just have gotten distracted. I can't remember. Which is concerning. I'm not old enough to have dementia. I'll tell you what. When we get the prawn to level 20, or at the very least get the prawn to like a decent level, what I will do is run back to town. We'll run into Mount Gemma. We'll check that we've caught all of the commons that we can. And if we have caught all the commons that we can, I will start training the prawn. Me and the prawn are going on a training arc. I don't know why I'm calling him the prawn. He's visibly not a prawn. He is visibly a crab. But fuck it, me and my pet prawn are going on a training arc. This is, I'm not gonna lie. Prawns are a creature that are, like, uniquely close to my heart. Because first, I keep, isopods. I keep isopods, like, the kind that live in dirt. I also keep shrimp in the fish tank that is right next to me. I have a character named Griff our Manitois from the ongoing Dungeons and Dragons campaign that is being run by my friend Elfie. I don't think I've recorded it, but I could be wrong. It might be on my channel somewhere, but my character is basically an ocean paladin. He's like a One Piece marine, if One Piece marines were paladins who swore, like, paladin oaths. And his armor is made to look like that of a giant prawn or a deep-sea isopod. So there are multiple sources of inspiration that I drew from when doing that. The first, and the biggest one, was Golisopod from Pokemon. Elfie? The Eva Elfie? No, but he knows of her. Elfie, the source of Elflu's name. But basically, my buddy Elfie, ooh, hello. And yeah, why not? But basically, uh, my character, Griffith our Manitois, everyone just calls him Griff, is he wears like plate armor, like heavy knight's armor, that's made to look like a hard-shelled isopod. And his main inspirations, design-wise, like Cocytus from Overlord, who looks baller, Golisopod from Pokemon, and I was thinking of giving him a helmet that looks like a prawn's head. The way that the Shan Chan Empire from the Wheel of Time, they all wear helmets that make them look like bugs. And I was just thinking, there's a treasure trove of amazing design that I could do in making a human look like an oceanic crustacean, or a sea-dwelling crustacean. But yeah, that's prawns are uniquely close to my heart. Also, I'm from Singapore. It's a little island in Southeast Asia, at the bottom of Malaysia, and we fucking love seafood. Seafood is like... Seafood is like the goat. It is the staple. Where if you're like planning a family dinner, there's two things, well, if you are Chinese and you're planning a family dinner, the two things you plan are zita, which is like zita is just like zita. I can't explain. It's they bring out a bunch of dishes and everyone has their own bowl of rice. And then there's seafood, which is fucking amazing because we live right next to the ocean. We are surrounded on every side by ocean. Except for one side, and we're surrounded by Malaysia on that side. But anyways, we fucking love seafood. And I like prawns in particular. Prawns are good. Crabs and lobsters. Crabs, lobster, crayfish. Those are goated. Mollusks. Absolutely goated. From mussels to clams. Oysters. Those are all goated. But the one that is the goat above the goat. You know that meme with like Wally West running while My Ordinary Life plays in the background? the one that solos, that low diffs every other kind of seafood, is sambal stingray. They take this fragrant rub made of chilies, lime, shrimp paste, fermented shrimp paste, and some other like flavored fillers. I think there's like a kind of salt that goes into sambal. And then you rub it on a fucking salt baked stingray, and it's the most amazing thing ever. It is like my favorite Singaporean food. The only problem is it's expensive as shit. Not the kind of thing you get on a daily basis. Maybe as like a once every 2 or 3 months as a treat. So that you don't break the bank. If you want the good stuff. They are like that. Well, I mean, you can get cheap sambal stingray, but you get what you pay for. And I was just thinking, like, holy shit. So goated. I love prawns. I love prawns. Team. Hey, Sam. Sam, I'm talking about sambal stingray. Would you like to weigh in? What is the goat seafood? Want to play Risk of Rain 2 with the boys? Sam, can stream it. Sam, I've made streaming plans. I'll tell you what, though. Let me... Loki, yes! See? I have a validating opinion. Okay, you know what? Hold on. Let me think about this logically. Can you give me a little time to wrap up the stream? And then to download Risk of Rain 2? Tell me your personal goat. We're talking about seafood. And I would like to hear your opinions. Also, you want to hop on voice? I can my Miscrits will start hearing 2 voices in their head. Already in VC. Discord.
If there's more than
4 Sam, Caleb.
I'm trying to think of like what's a banger seafood.
I haven't seen you in so long.
You haven't. That's true. I've been caught up doing creature collectors, which are like my new heroine. I'm gonna be real with you. I've had Miscrits for a week and I've dropped like 16 hours into it. Which doesn't sound that much, but it's active play time and not like AFK time. I know it's not that bad when you think about it, because I have like 400 in Arc. Maybe. I haven't checked in a long time. Actually, you know what? I should be conscious enough of my gaming habits to know. I'll tell you how much time
I need to change my nickname on Discord.
Oh no, I'm not tabbing over. I've got 18.4 hours in Miscrits. When did I start playing? I started playing on June 5th. Remember, kids, always choose heroine. Yeah. You know what? Miscrits is my heroine. But anyways, I've had it since June 5th. So it's been 9 days and I've played 18.4 hours. It's a creature collector. It's like Pokemon. Anyways, Ark Survival Ascended. I have had it since God knows when. I've had it since like December last year. I played 332 hours. I'm a fucking no life.
It's like my new nickname.
What? Oh, gay sex machina. That's goated. That's goated.
Oh, right.
You know what? Valid. Do you want to go to Pink Dot? I'm going there. Right. Fuck, I forgot. My bad. Caleb, you want to go to Pink Dot? We can have hot gay sex.
Wait, how long is Pink Dot? Does it start on 28th? If not, we can go one day earlier.
I don't think it's... I think it's on that specific day, but it's like an afternoon.
Oh, I thought it was multiple days. Is it just one day?
I think it might just be one day. Because everyone here's homophobic. Yeah, we got pride, but not that much pride. Slow your roll, homo. Ooh. Hold on.
I just saw the trailer. It looks pretty good, actually.
Mod help. Can I just get my pet... Tribal Terror. Let's go. Let's go, I got Tribal Terror. And he's got one more relic slot. Now, can you give me What's my top 3 creature collecting games? Can I lump Pokemon, the entire Pokemon intellectual property as a single one? Or am I not allowed to have a cop-out?
No cop out. No cop out.
No cop-out. Okay,
Be honest.
number 1. Wait, what was the message the mod didn't allow? I don't have moderator mode turned on. What are the top... Okay. Fuck. I really love Pokemon Ultra Moon. Like, Ultra Moon is my goat. Miscrits is up there because it's got so much nostalgia attached to it. This was like the childhood game. And fuck, ugh.
That many monster collecting games to begin with.
Well, I mean, depends how you define creature collector. Jurassic World Evolution and Jurassic Park, the game, are creature collectors. Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, Jurassic World the game, Jurassic World the game 2. Sorry, Jurassic World Evolution 1, Jurassic World.
That's like the same franchise.
Ah.
I mean, you can
Okay.
like,
Then if we're doing
I mean,
franchises,
the different Pokemon games count, I guess.
if different Pokemon games count, fuck.
Yeah.
I may put Jurassic World the game as my third. Wait, what? Okay, wait, hold on. Alt tab, what was the message that was banned? I think I may not have banned the message. It may have been auto moderator. Are you talking about the remember kids always choose heroin? That looks like something auto mod would get autistic about, but Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I have recently switched from using OBS to using Streamlabs, the desktop version, and I think I have an auto moderator that is tied to Streamlabs, like Nightbot or something, and they are very... Yeah, that's so weird. I can't see it. Hold on. Cheer... Okay, my only options are to cheer bits or to gift a sub. Edit my stream title and description. Refresh chat. Huh. No, there's actually no way for me to see the moderator message. Sorry, whatever you said has been lost to time. Can you guys give me a little bit of time to get my prawn to the level 20? I'm leveling up my pet prawn. I know this sounds really weird out of context, but I gotta level up my prawn. Yeah, auto mods just like that sometimes. Okay, Tribal Terror is actually goated. Actual goated move. The damage output on it is insane. Okay, one more fight and my prawn should be at an appropriate level.
Of age.
My
Age of consent.
my prawn is actually over the age of consent. It's level 19.
Oh, no gray area.
It's above the level of consent. Yeah, I don't have child prawn. I don't have a child prawn problem. Yeah, no child prawn of Prawn Dueler over here. Child prawn is actually... Oh, you know what? What is it called? Shell gun. Oh, it's like a crab shogun. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I think that's a way funnier name than naming it after my friend Abdullah. So, I'm gonna be naming it Child Prawn. Child Prawn.
Child prawn also.
Oh no. Can it fit? Oh my god. You know, can it fit is also something people ask themselves while watching Child Prawn. Never mind. And on that awful fucking note, on that
POS right now.
on that awful, hideous fucking note, wait, I can get banned for calling my Miscrit Child Prawn. Okay, you know what? Thank you for that heads up. I'm going to change its name back to Prawn Dueler. And unless my friend Abdullah's
I
a
think child prawn is just grey enough.
child
It's
pro.
like- It
Hmm.
just sounds like it, you know. But
Hmm.
it's like, that's my child right there, my prawn.
Huh. When you say bannable, do you mean they'll like force me to change the Miscrits name in the TOS, or you mean they'll like ban me from Miscrits as a whole, and I'll need to restart with a new account?
I mean, I think they mean ban on Twitch. I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, I flirt with that. I flirt with that line all the time. You know what? Yeah, that's gray enough. That's gray enough. Oh, man. Well, it is on that lovely note that I will be ending the stream. Thank you everyone for sticking around for 2 hours of this bullshit. And in between episodes, what I'm going to put on the agenda, in game, if someone reports me, I can be banned. What the fuck? Okay.
We do such a thing.
What's
I mean, I love reporting names on Marvel Rivals all the time. That's like my favorite thing to do.
Maybe if I get a warning first. Okay, what if I wanted to call him Prawn Stars? That's my favorite history channel show.
Yeah, it's like Pawn Stars, which already has a great
Yeah, I
acronym.
love Pawn Stars on the History Channel. I heart prawn. Gay prawn. Armpit prawn.
Prawn is better
Prawn.
than child prawn.
Gay prawn. You wait, gay prawn what?
Yeah, gay prawn is better. Gay prawn is safer.
Gay prawn. Gay prawn. Okay.
For that you can put gay pornography.
We got gay prawn. I wonder if you know what? As long as I don't go into PvP arena with his name like that, I should be okay. We got gay pornography. Prawn Stars. This Miscrit is going through so many names. Prawn Star. Oh, you know what? Prawn Stars. Prawn Stars with an S or Prawn Star, just Prawn Star?
I'll start with a Z.
Prawn Stars. You know what? I don't think people will take.
I just looked at the rest of your. I was gonna say Pokemon. Your Miscrits trademark.
We got Trimothy. We used to have Prawn Dueler. We have Elflu. Seal Dueler. I started the trend.
What the fuck? She was pregnant. What the hell? What fuck one dueler looks pregnant?
My bad, King. I was doing stuff off camera with him.
Oh.
And then we got Sam Cupine, which actually is kind of a baller character design. Then we've got Abdullah. The lion doesn't concern him. Pregagant. The lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of consent. The lion doesn't care about consent. Seal Dueler, regular Pronja. We got Cum. Pillblaze. We got. I think this is half possum, half pig, but it's hard to tell. We got. Okay, this design kind of fucks. I'm not gonna lie, this design fucks. Like Lavarilla, baller design. Unfortunately, his best attacking stat is a neutral growth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back through my whole team and be like, wait, no, I can't name a pig after a Muslim. Okay, Snortus is just gonna be Snortus. Then we'll have Lava Dueler, Tree Dueler, Shell Dueler, Tongue Dueler, Spin Dueler, Wick Dueler, Dark Seal Dueler, Drill Dueler. Oh my god, Drill Dueler, that joke just writes itself. Drill Dueler, Dark Prawn Star, regular Prawn Star, Flower Dueler, Tulip Dueler, Quirk Dueler. Yeah, there's way too many.
Risk of rain, guys.
Yes. Thank you everyone for joining the stream. And oh wait, what two messages got? Okay, I'm sorry about the auto moderator. As soon as I have time, I'll try and fix that. But for now, I'm gonna hop off and go game with my friends. Thank y'all for joining. Oh, whoops, sorry, moved the wrong thing. And I'll see you later. Goodbye.